r/AskReddit. What is something that gets so much unnecessary hate in your opinion? Fanfic. It's just hobby writing. Everyone who thinks it's dumb needs to grow up. And there's thousands of writers writing novel-length literature for fun. Free online to read. And updated regularly. That's mind-blowing. Skylar White from Breaking Bad. Justin Bieber. Sure. He was cringy and had a high-pitched voice as a kid and was kinda a dick as a teenager. Who wasn't? But at this point in his life he isn't half as bad as 98% of other celebrities. Music. It's okay to not like a certain band or musician or singer. But people will become outright hateful and dickish to one another over taste. Past mistakes. People can change for the better and shouldn't be judged solely on their past. Pineapple on pizza. Artificial intelligence. Teachers, they just do their work. Men with kids. The looks you get if you're a guy with your son or sibling is something that needs to change. Standing for something. Wearing socks during intercourse. The word moist. Not sure why everyone decided to jump on the bandwagon that they hate the word. Black cats. They are not evil and they don't bring bad luck. Black cats. People always say they are bad luck. Are often put down and rarely get adopted. They are just animals with feelings too. They are not bad luck. Teachers. Especially because these days they're just trying their best and some asshole kids love to blame them for everything. Middle-aged women. Like anything they like is just ripped to shit. Give them a break. Why can't we let them be happy? People thinking for themselves and pissing off group thinkers. I like to make my decisions based on my knowledge, experiences, personal beliefs, etc. I don't want to be lumped into a group or category or political party or religion and pushed to follow their dictum. K-pop as a music genre. I get why the hate, but the music gets hate for no reason, and I bet you many K-pop songs are straight up bangers, but people choose to ignore it because of the hate surrounding the fanbases. Young girls, teenage girls. Whenever people want to point how shitty something is, they say teen girls. Like that. And usually just whatever they do is extremely criticized. What they wear, what they listen to, what they watch. And kids in general are cringy, but I feel like it's so much worse for girls. Women being women. Universal healthcare. Like wow. Affordable healthcare. I'll never understand nor honor any argument that ever claims that it is bad for everyone. Simply because not a lot of people really grasp that concept. The younger generations. Stereotypically feminine things. Sewing and crocheting requires patience and some skill. Pink color is just a normal color. Flowers are pretty. Makeup is art. As well as fashion. Writing and reading romance is okay. Long baths with candles around can be fun. Caring for your body is good. I don't like any of these, but it's not my role to tell others what to do in their free time and to judge them. Just let people enjoy things. Differences in beliefs, opinions. People rage over others not agreeing with them. Especially when it comes to religion, politics. Live and let live people. Being a virgin. I don't understand how it's used as an insult or how people that are virgins actually go into depression over it. There is nothing wrong with it. Vegans. Jar Jar wasn't as bad as folks say. He was far from the best thing in the prequels. But he wasn't bad. Just a slightly annoying alien. Mint chalk ice cream. People minding their own business and living how they want. Old people doing young people trends. They just want to be a part of the social life fun. MSG. That stuff is delicious. Products are marketed as no MSG added, and I'm like, where's the one with the MSG? Quote. Pineapple on pizza. The people that don't like it tend to be very vocal about it. I'm not even saying it's my favorite topping. But it's pretty good. And clearly it's commonly liked since it's at every pizza place. I don't understand that topping specifically being hated on so hard by people that don't like it. Just don't order it. Just don't. Living with your parents. Unemployed people. Nickelback. Fat people and vegans, and if you are a fat vegan, both meat eaters and other vegans hate you. Black cats. Every single movie in existence. I don't like North. I hate North. I hate North so much that it took Lord of the Rings before I would trust an Elijah Wood role again. I love the dude, but FUCCCCCCKKKK North. Now all that being said, unless it comes up, I don't go around telling people how shitty the movie is, and I don't devote websites to how much it sucks. But some assholes will spend all of their time and energy not just hating a movie but trying to convince the rest of the world why they should hate it too, and seriously, that's too much. Hate the movie, go watch something else. Cartoons for kids. Shitty foods and drinks. They have a time and a place. Yeah, I love the finer things in life. But sometimes I want a craft single or a cold Bud Light. Twilight. If you've trashed a book, movie to the point where people don't even want to admit they've read or seen it, you've probably gone too far. Let people enjoy things. It doesn't have to be the height of sophistication. Joining a fandom late. People love to gatekeep like no one could become a true fan after they did. Same with bandwagon sports fans. Like, just let people have fun. Dubbed anime. Like, I'm not sorry, I enjoy the same thing differently. Plus the work the English voice talent does is truly appreciated on my end. Female gamers. PPL who ride bikes outside. Mimes. Some of them are a bit creepy. But unlike every other kind of street entertainer, they are not obnoxious. They don't say anything. They don't sing with tuneless voices. They don't play music that you don't like. They don't touch you. They don't even throw anything in the air. They just do their thing. They're very easy to ignore. Clowns. The first piece of bread. Large weddings. If people want to spend their money on a large celebration when they get married, why shouldn't they? I'd understand the hate and derision or gets. There's a real backlash and reverse snobbery I see where anyone who spends more than 30 on a wedding is an idiot. And there's a one-upmanship about who spent the least, had the smallest, quietest wedding. There's also vague anecdotes about how those who spend more than a $5 are more likely to divorce. And the marriage is doomed. If the couple want a big elaborate party and are willing to pay for it, just let them have their day. You're not better than them because you got married in jeans at the registry office followed by a couple of pints in the pub. And they spent money on a big dress and nice venue and 3-course meal. Mental illness and drug addiction. The opposite sports team. We get it. You really like your team. Doesn't mean you have the right to trash whoever is designated your rival team. They're players. And they're fans. Rainy weather. Young teenagers doing cringy stuff. Everyone did it. No reason to hate on them so much. Also, influencers going viral, for nothing, or, undeservingly. I understand if that influencer is a confirmed bad person overall, like committed an actual crime, but if it's a random kid playing Minecraft or a girl lip-syncing to a song. Really? Why are people getting so pressed? If they're getting views, then some people are enjoying it. If you don't, just ignore them? I don't get the hate. Star Wars actors. I am amazed at the hatred some people have for the poor or those who accept any type of government aid such as welfare. Skilled trades. Lots of people look down on us for not going to college or working with our hands. Not everyone learns the same, and some learn much easier by doing and seeing rather than reading. Also, just because most tradesmen, women never went to college doesn't mean they aren't intelligent or uneducated. Using personal experience. Most educated people wouldn't even know the first thing about my job. How to read and problem solve using blueprints. Building something out of nothing and needing to visualize it. They don't know how much there is to my trade. Boilermaker pressure welder. And how much science is truly involved with my trade. Good welders know about metallurgical properties of what they weld and how heat affects what they are welding. Welding arcs are 6,000 degrees Fahrenheit. There's so much to my job that most don't even realize. Coldplay. The first 2 albums are good. The rest I just don't really care about. There are plenty of posers about to mock. People should get off the bandwagon and spread it about a bit. Young adults. They're fumbling through life. They're working on getting it together in a very quickly changing world. They've probably never had solid ground under their feet. Relax. Give them time. They're probably more emotionally intelligent than half of us other generations. They're not whining. ETA. Thank you for the award. This got a lot more traction than I thought. Thank you so much. Other people lives. Now I understand caring for someone, the wanting the best for them, but if someone wants to stick the same routine they've been doing, you can respect it or leave them alone. We all are our own person. Why actively criticize a person and stress yourself when you can just stay away from them? Literally all pets that are not stuff like cats and dogs, rodents, reptiles etc. can all be very lovable in their ways too. Funny story, I randomly felt like sharing my first pet after moving out of my parents' place was a few years later with a mouse. I had never owned a rodent before. I was working at Walmart at the time and was forced to go do some of that BS computer training in the back when I noticed a weird box in the computer room with things like, "I'm friendly," written on it. So I looked and there was this little boy mouse that someone had just abandoned. Our lady said she was gonna take him to an animal shelter, so I said F that and adopted him. He lived with me a little over 2 years before he eventually passed. Rip Gunther. I never expected to like rodents, but I did after that, and now I have 4 female rats who are being cared for by a friend ATM due to a complicated living situation. My friend's mom has a garden and gives them veggies as fresh as you can possibly get them. Lol. Rats. Rats are smart and adorable and don't hunt or try to bite PPL for no reason. They're pretty friendly usually. Not all of them are the ones with West Nile in your backyard, and even then they can't control it. But being a woman, you can't win. If you have kids versus don't have kids. If you work versus stay-at-home mom. Wear makeup versus go natural. There's always someone to hate what you choose to do. Sleeping with stuffed animals, like why hate on people for coping or being comfortable? Cats. I am so sick of hearing people go on about how they hate cats. It's like it's fashionable. I may not like your dog, but I don't rave on about it. It's rude. I respect your choice of pet. Please respect mine. Taylor Swift. Girl sings about her exes and gets shit on. Meanwhile, there's whole entire nonsense in the music industry that nobody bats an eye at. Ghostbuster 2. It's a fantastic film. Not as strong as the first, of course. But still an overall well done and acted film that manages to be scary and funny. Honestly, any band ever. There's other music you can go listen to and like. Teens. Nuclear power. There have only been 3 major incidents in over 70 years of their existence, and only one of them was in a more modern facility. Chernobyl was because they tried to do a stress test without the training or knowing what they were doing. Basically undertrained and underqualified people put in charge of a reactor by a political group who famously favored nepotism over competence. 3 Mile Island was due to insufficient training, safety procedure not being followed properly, and mishandled maintenance. Fukushima was due to an large earthquake that caused a tidal wave destroying the local infrastructure, as well as the reactor's cooling systems and them not being able to send in enough coolant in time. The older Cold War style reactors were based on half-arsed technology that had cut corners in designing, building them, and disregarded safety so they could build them quickly to win the Cold War. Both sides did this. While the more modern ones are extremely safe and so far only a dominoes effect of natural disasters have caused issue. Christians. Too many edgelords out there that are way too adamant about proving them wrong about their religion. If people feel safe, comfortable and happy with the idea that a greater power is watching over them, then all good. If they follow commandments that teach them about being a better person, then all power to them. If they do no harm, there should be no harm done to them or their beliefs. These people are happy with their religion. Why would you try to take that away from them? ETA. Same goes for religious people who do no harm in general. Leave people be. In the UK we judge people for how much milk people put in their tea, coffee. The more milk the worse? Truly smart people. Foot fetishism. Some people are turned on by feet. The same way some people are turned on by boobs, etc. It's a part of our sexual identity. Get over it. Our love lives are none of your business. Actors who played characters that fans dislike. Also, I feel like bad actors get way too much flack. They didn't cast themselves, and like most of us, they wanted to simply succeed in their careers. Blame directors and casting directors that went for a look rather than a strong performer. Actually, going back to my first point, if you don't like a piece of media, it is absolutely okay to not hate anyone. Subscribe for more content.